Is that most likely what their companion Flynn did was cast a spell on them, and usually after the spell wears off, there are usually some kind of side effects and that type of thing.
Well,
so
I
most
say
likely
to them then,
he's realized what happened.
Can I look? No. I looked at Kallo. I looked at Kallo first.
His name is Fox.
First, I go, sorry. I looked at Fox. And I'm like, Kallo. I looked at him and I kind of whisper on his behalf. I'm like, listen, buddy, all you need to know is that I am banished. I ran off with the money. You don't have it, and it's hidden, okay? So I'm just going to hide in this barrel, and as far as you know, I'm off in the fucking woods somewhere, okay? I'm going to go. All right? And it'll be better for everybody. You know this.
I
Southern Road.
I look to the group. And I look back to Flynn, and I goes, sometimes when it comes to practicing the arcane arts, like we do, residual aether is given off, and unfortunately, it affects some people with dramatic mood swings. So once we get out of range, and the captain realizes, he'll come to his senses, and everything will be fine.
So the captain is trying to kill us.
It's possible.
So we should
Are
probably
they
go.
actively chasing us right now?
I do a stealth check.
They will.
I want to try and persuade the guy driving the caravan to speed up. I lean up and I mention that the bandits have recently been routed, thanks to us, hence why you are giving us passage on your caravan. But there could be other contingents of them about, and it is in our best interest to probably hurry up as quickly as we can to get through this territory. That way we aren't targeted by any kind of retaliation by other branches.
Okay.
And apparently I roll a 6.
All right. So he seems a bit confused at the request and isn't sure. He's like, if I just push them to their limits, we'll end up exhausting the horses.
Not the full way, just enough to get past these territories.
So he ends up kind of pondering that. He says, well, I'm assuming that you have been around these areas, so I'm from the north of here traveling south, so I guess I'll end up listening to you. And he ends up trying to speed along the horses as you pick up a little bit of speed.
And I whisper to Flynn that because of that, you owe me, and when we get to where we're getting, me and you are going to have a nice long conversation.
I'm in the barrel. I don't respond.
Okay, that's fine.
But there's a sense that I understand.
Okay.
Fapping is confused as to why Fox is talking to a barrel.
So is Gilltoss. What am I doing? Am I sitting on the barrel?
Yes, you are sitting on the barrel.
Sitting on the barrel?
After I say that, I go, Gilltoss, buddy, and I tap the top of the barrel. Why don't you come sit next to me? We'll tell war stories with each other.
All right, I don't know what's going on. I was counting my gil GPs, but yeah. This one time I was going through a dungeon and I murdered some orcs, got some stuff. It was pretty sweet.
What?
Yeah.
Is anyone else confused? Why
don't we all share a war story? Kane, I'm interested from whence you came. What kind of I don't know. What kind of beasts do you normally see within your area? You're foreign to these lands, I'm going to assume. So
yes.
You must have some stories.
The world I came from was bright and cheery. It was in the great north. All we did was prepare for one day a year where we would give nothing but happiness to children. And then one day...
Sounds sinister.
One day, Heat Miser and Cold Miser came and murdered everyone.
Is that like their names or their titles or...
That's their names.
Group of people? I'm not sure I understand.
Heat Miser controls the heat, and Cold Miser controls the cold. That's all you need to know. And I will kill them.
Why would they hurt you? You're spreading happiness.
They hated us. I do not know why.
Are you sure?
Yes!
Do something bad.
I don't think so.
Did Flynn just burst out of the barrel throwing Gilltoss aside?
The Gilltoss flies out of the
I don't-
caravan.
Unfortunately, there's no way to whisper that.
Yeah, there is.
You can
What?
whisper a roll.
You can't whisper the click. You
Why
can't whisper the
can't you?
click. Like,
Hold
you
on,
can
what?
whisper normal attacks, but I don't know if you
Oh.
can whisper... Oh,
So-
I should
so
have
it-
just done like a big... Sorry.
In
Ignore
the
all that.
middle of that story, is that what you're trying to do? Is push your way out?
Yeah, I totally rolled
Nope.
to Darrel.
You guys don't notice anything from the outside.
Oh, okay. What about you, Fopping? Any war stories you'd like to share with the group?
Not really. I spent my entire life in a monastery, but I did have an ancestor. He had an arch nemesis who was a short man with a mustache who had an affinity for red. That's all I know.
And he's your nemesis?
That was my ancestor's nemesis.
Your
I like everybody. Everybody loves Fa Ping.
I don't know if I'd say everybody.
Have more
Yeah.
experience to fopping.
That's great. Really wonderful. Fox, what about you, buddy?
Well, I actually spent the majority of my life as a scholar. I didn't always have these magical talents that I do now, but since acquiring them, I've done like you. I take jobs here and there. I root out orcs and goblins and whatever other types of beastmen come to, and try to do the most good where I can. But there's a lot of idiots out there causing a lot of bad.
Yeah, here on that one. Where is the tree, by the way?
The
Tree
what?
fanatic. The tree fanatic?
The tree is in the great secret garden.
I mean,
It has an unlimited supply of bananas.
oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Where is?
I'm sorry. It's an oak tree that has bananas.
But it's the great oak tree.
Okay, I don't
how
care
great this
if
oak
it is-
tree is,
I don't
but
care if it is a stupendous oak tree of excellence +5.
You
Bananas
can
do
point your
not
fingers
grow
and shoot
on
fire.
oak trees.
Don't try to use logic against this.
He has a
magic
point.
is logic.
It bears all types of fruit and gives to those who
I
follow
stick
don't
my
it.
care if
head
it
up front
bears
and I
elk
offer
or
the driver
boars the
2
fruit.
gold if I can sit up there with him.
Wait, what?
But
You can
Darrel.
sit up there. You can sit up there for free.
Oh, okay. I climb up front and I shut the curtains.
There's an extra seat up there.
Wait, don't leave me with these guys. What kind of a wagon is it? Can I like hop up on the top of the roof?
No,
is it
it's
like-
it's a canvas.
Man,
Yeah, I mean you can try.
I'll probably just fall through.
Probably.
I better try.
Unless you were cool like a halfling or something.
Ugh,
yeah, if we,
stupid tiny people.
yeah.
Or a mouse folk.
A mouse folk, yeah.
Are we outrunning the captain?
Yeah, you guys are pretty
Okay.
much good at this point.
Okay.
I turn
So-
into a
Alright.
small mouse and go on top of the caravan.
So I am done sharing thoughts with the group. I'm gonna go silent up front and ponder.
Who pissed him off?
All right, so
Pondering.
the rest of your trip is fairly uneventful, as you guys have cleared out the bandits along this road. So there really wasn't too much for you guys to worry about. And
What was that strength
after-
check for?
Secret.
Yeah,
You're not
need
allowed to
know.
ask that shit.
Look,
You're like you're inside a
don't even
barrel.
know.
What the fuck are you doing in there?
Really gross.
He's doing
things.
his own sense of Fa Ping.
He is foppinging.
I feel like that would be a dexterity check.
He's gonna rip it off. Oh, Jesus.
When you're going hard at it.
Popping check.
Ah, shit.
So
That requires strength.
So you
Not
guys
dexterity?
end up making it to the King's Bridge. So as you kind of end up rolling into the outskirts of town, you notice there's a bit of farmland on the outskirts, and as you end up getting to the first gate, which has a little bit of a checkpoint set up, and the driver of the caravan talks a little bit to the guards, hands them over some papers, and you guys end up rolling in. You end up seeing some fairly large buildings that are in there. As you're kind of rolling through the main market town, and the wagon ends up kind of pulling off to the side, and you guys are able to end up kind of unloading from there. And
Popping unloads.
and so Fopping starts pulling out some of the barrels. As he ends up lifting up one barrel, he ends up noticing that there's a giant hole in the bottom of the barrel and into the wagon, and seems quite confused by this. And
I'm still in there.
puts every-
Oh no, I'm still in there.
You're still in there.
Oh no, yeah, no, I'm
It's
still
been-
in there.
It's been a couple days.
There's
You're
just
still in there.
Oh yeah.
He pulled
Oh,
a
I didn't know how. I didn't know how long
Shoving
how
shit
long
out
they
the
actually
hole.
It's a very stinky barrel by this time.
Like I tore it open. There's a hole, but I was still inside, just in the event I had to escape.
I'm gonna
I,
set the barrel down and
yawn.
walk away.
I yawn and I stretch, and I'm like, there is nothing more than a long, peaceful amount of meditation to just really clear your head. And I've always found a barrel is like the perfect area to do that in. It's nice,
The
dark,
great oak give you
quiet.
any visions, my friend?
Voice. I'm
You know,
surrounded by
Flynn-
many things. I will happily preach a sermon if you would like me to
You know,
You want me to
later on in
gather
the
a
evening.
crowd
But
for
I
you?
think we have stuff we have to do.
I'm actually quite
Please,
good at
oh,
gathering
expect to
crowds.
see one. Expect to see one.
You know, I was gonna compliment you, but no, you're just a fucking idiot. And I walk off.
All right, so your driver ends up thanking you guys for the company, and he says it would have been a lonely trip without you, and he gives a wink to Fox.
Oh,
And,
Jesus.
Is he hitting at you?
I thought Fopping was back with us.
I think he was hitting on you.
I don't know.
Poke Fox.
it was his special friend who rode up in the front with him, so he has a special place in his heart for Fox.
Tell you what, at least I didn't have to put up with this bullshit about some great oak tree speaking to people with fucking infinite bananas.
And
Probably a lie.
so
Oh, it's definitely a lie.
he ends up asking you guys,
Grow
so what brings you all down to Kingsbridge anyway?
Heat miser.
Revenge for him,
Work for me.
work for me, and I wouldn't even worry about those other two losers.
I'm just here to help serve the people of the community, help them with their errors and their issues.
Gilltoss,
I'm
Sounds
here
like,
because I'm
some,
bored.
Some noble work there.
Gilltoss, you want to join me to go see if we can't suss out what's going on in town?
Indubitably. I'm sure there's got to be some sort of quest with deliciously wonderful reward.
If you guys find anything about these thieves, let me know.
Yes, Kane, we will let you know. And a simple yes would have sufficed, Gil.
So
Gilltoss.
your driver ends up kind of saying his goodbyes and ends up mentioning to Kane, he's like, well, I don't know who this heat miser is, but if you're interested in finding out any more kind of information about anything really, you can end up heading out to the Grand Library. Has lots and lots of information there, or at least so I'm told. I can't read, so doesn't do me any good.
Do me.
But I sure do like them picture books.
Yep.
Jesus.
And you guys are able to part ways at this point. So
So, yeah, I guess we definitely part ways from Fopping and
Flynn.
the others.
Yeah.
I find the shadiest bar.
What's up there, butts? Then I nudge Flynn and go, accept each other.
Oops. Little hiccup there, people. Sorry.
Branches.
and butt-fuck each other.
What a glorious time to come back.
So we're heading towards a tavern, I guess?
I'm heading towards a tavern.
Or should we visit, like, local law enforcement? What do you think, Gil?
Definitely a tavern. There's more monetary gain in that.
The shadiest tavern you know.
It can be in the daylight too. It's fine. It doesn't really matter.
Are we going to get more information over here on the edge? Any more notable places?
Yeah,
I was going to say, I forgot what I know it didn't mention location, but what information exactly was said about Heat Miser in the notes?
Is that he's working with these thieves, so I'm going to find one of these thieves and persuade them to give me the information.
Okay, cool. I will go to the local like harbor market. Is there like a harbor here at all, or any kind of?
Yes. So as you guys kind of enter town, the most noticeable thing about Kingsbridge is the fact that there is a giant bridge spanning two sections of the town as it goes across a fairly large river. And on the other side of the bridge from where you all are is a large castle, and around the outskirts of that castle is the Temple District. And then on the side of the bridge that you guys are on right now, the northern side of the river, you guys are kind of in kind of the market area and other kind of residential area. So there are several taverns around this section of town, as well as a lot of shops and small little kiosks and things that are set up from traveling merchants.
Is there a Kingsbridge entry for notable places?
No. No?
Okay. Well, never having seen a castle before, Fa Ping is like engrossed in its sight, and he's gonna head over there.
All right.
I was going to say
You can come back to me later. I just wanted to do that real quick.
I try to kind of locate a harbor nearby where kind of travelers would often kind of come and go, and a lot of goods would make their way in and out, but not necessarily if there's like a ritzy part of it. More of just the layman's area, the commoners zone, place that might be ripe with a little bit of backhanded trading.
Yep. So you can end up going on the northern side and head down to the harbor. There you can see several ships kind of going in. A lot of them look like small little river skiffs and that sort of thing. And there's various folks kind of loading and unloading the boats around the area. And there is a harbor master that is kind of there at a kind of a podium with his ledger kind of marking the goods as it goes in and out.
For sure. Okay.
All right, and then
I don't know if some people want to do, or I'm going to go nuts in this area.
I'm going to break into a castle.
Fox and Kane are seeking out a tavern. So did you want to ask around, or just kind of go into the nearest one there, or
The one that looks the shadiest.
I'd say that we would look for one that is the most popular,
Shadiest.
that sees the most traffic.
Split ways.
That's not shady.
Yes, let's split the party in 5 different places.
Let's do it.
Four. Me and Gil are going.
I said
together.
if somebody wanted to show, if somebody wanted to come and watch me work my magic.
Nobody wants to see you work your dirty ass, hollow, nasty ass magic.
You don't know that.
Wow.
Your character never made that check. Kallo's the only. I'm sorry, Fox is the only one that's basically noticing it.
You are now.
Nobody. What for? What I am? I'm helping the people.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know what.
I'm
what
a
it is.
fucking Robin Hood.
That Great Oak is a lie. That's all I know. And
Because
you're a
oak trees
hack.
don't grow bananas.
You know what? We'll see what happens. I didn't say
Don't
the oak
lie
tree.
to the monkey.
You know what?
All
If
right,
you read the book,
Fox
He's
and
never been
Gilltoss.
to the outside
No,
world.
I'll go with them to make it easy.